I wore big hoops today because I got big pussy energy.
Hey.
Welcome to Souly for Laughs. I'm your favorite host, JD.
I'm JoJo.
And your girl, Mima.
And we're going through a breakup right now. Not us.
I was like, oh.
L Country.
Up. You didn't tell us. Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
The girls are fighting.
Oh, the girls, are fighting.
fighting.
Baddies, White House edition.
What is it? The Good Girls Club? What is it?
The Bad Girls
Bad
Club.
Girls
Oh, why do I feel like I'm so far away?
Yeah, but that has evolved to just baddies now because the Bad Girls Club is no more. But shout out to
they changed it?
Yeah, well now it was picked up by somebody else on a different network.
I don't think I ever watched it. I've watched clips.
Yeah, it's not how it was before. Now it's just, they literally just fight all day long. Before it was like, you know, a little bickering, maybe some fighting, but security was there. Now it's just like rumble boxing, like straight up, like over nothing. Like they just literally fight, and I guess because they think that it's gonna bring them views.
Just fighting.
Like, bro, yeah, I can't throw hands over nothing. Like,
yeah, facts.
Taking it that far, it must be really something.
You gotta have a lot of anger,
right? Because somebody put hands on me, that's a personal attack. So I can't imagine how you feel if I put hands on you.
But that's what they do. They just throw a bunch of random ass people in there, and they they go through the tapes, and they're like, "Yeah, she gets easily triggered. Let's let's throw her in there."
Right.
All of this is. The rest of the world is looking at us, not us. Hopefully one day they are, but
one day, all the whole world
at the country, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on in the West?"
Some goofy shit.
We are the ultimate fucking
laughing stock
reality show.
Yeah. That's what we are. Like,
scripted.
Who the fuck goes on Twitter and just go back and forth? And like, I kept seeing these memes from like the Mean Girls.
Where it just escalates.
Yeah.
Where she's like,
she's a fugly slut.
She's a fugly slut, and then it pops up with Elon Musk's tweet. Like, that's why they haven't posted up the Epstein list because Trump's in it.
Right.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
But not for nothing, I love
drama
and hate. Yes, but love and hate that our generation is able to have humor throughout all of this, because
we have no choice.
Those memes be having me crying laughing.
They really do. But we have no our generation literally has no choice but to laugh about everything, because it started with everything. Like, since we've been little, it started with 9/11. Like, not that it's funny, but I'm saying, like, we've had to laugh through our entire childhood because what the fuck?
I was watching couples therapy last night with Jasmine, and there was a young couple there, and that's what they did. Like, they would say something, and then they would both start laughing, and the therapist is like, "Wait, hold on, what just happened? Because what you just said was very traumatic." And they're like, "Yeah, well, that's kind of like how we cope." But they're like laughing at like
some crazy shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Yeah.
They went on there because they wanted to try, what is it, polygamy? Right? Mm-hmm. Polygamy is the one where you could just
date other people.
when you have permission to be a hoe.
It's an open relationship. Yeah. So I watch Love Island. I know you guys don't watch it, but it's just a bunch of
me and Jasmine do.
It's just a bunch of singles who come to a villa and they date each other. And
that's the one with Aaron. Yeah, that's that one. Right?
So my question is, how do you feel if you and your homegirl, both single, are interested in the same guy, and you guys are like, "Well, I'm gonna date him because I'm interested." Do you think it's shady for both of them to date him if they're both being like open?
I'm not trying to taste my friend.
Like, well,
his dick.
But do you think that either one of them would be shady for still wanting to pursue the man?
Hold on. You're not. Wait. Why would you be tasting your friend? This is not like a.
Well, they're gonna be having sex
or kissing or just
people
kissing.
Shower.
Or just kissing.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not trying to have dick after my friend had dick, whether there's a shower in there or not.
Well, if dick is even involved.
Okay.
What if let's just say it's just like it goes only as
Honestly,
far as like making out.
I'm gonna turn it into a competition.
Well, I feel like
I'm better than she is.
Let the best girl win.
so, which is fine to me, but do you think that that's shady?
I don't think it's so shady. For me is like you're doing it behind your friend's back, and or both of them aren't telling each other that they're seeing the same guy. To me, that's shady. However, I feel like you're setting yourself up for messiness.
Yeah, because there are people who will be like, you know what, if you like him, then fuck it, like you could date him, and they just drop out of the race. Like, don't like, is that fair to them though? Like, yes, they're a good friend, but and even that is like,
but not everyone's gonna be happy in this situation.
If you consider that a good friend, like,
but no one's gonna be happy in this situation. I feel like someone's always gonna end up losing.
Someone's gonna end up
unless
losing,
they're polygamous.
Yeah, unless you're willing to have a throuple.
Yeah.
But I think at some point, like, you have to, do I value my friendship more?
Yeah.
Or do I value this dude? Because someone's going to be unhappy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. It's whether you are or, like, someone's going to get butthurt at the end of the day.
What if that's your future husband?
So basically, they should both be like, well, if we both like him, then none of us should have him.
All right, max 3 dates. We got to figure it out within 3 dates.
Oh, I feel like that's fair.
How about y'all two figure this out, right? Because I feel like this is like a hypothetical, so I'm just gonna throw a real hypothetical.
Do you think that Chris Hemsworth is fine? Thor?
Delicious.
All right, so throw
there you go. So you got
Chris
Chris Hemsworth.
Bring him in.
Thor.
Hey, daddy.
He's dating both of you. Like, y'all both like him, obviously, and he wants to put the hammer down on both of y'all. So, go ahead, figure it out.
That's my hammer.
All right, let's.
Because now y'all best friends, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a actual. Because when you start thinking of it like a hypothetical of just oh.
So what? So I would be like, all right, boom, let's do this. Pros and cons. You make a pros and cons list of him.
I'll make a pie chart.
We're doing a pie chart right now. We're doing a Venn diagram.
I would say
with Chris Hemsworth in the middle and me and Mima, the two
what
circles.
you said is the best thing. I feel like let's both go on 3 dates with him, obviously separate dates. And
then the fourth date really, together. No, the fourth date
nigga,
together.
What?
Wait. Let me cook. The fourth date together so we can see if this nigga acts different. Huh?
Talk to the mic.
I am. How much closer you
right.
So we can see if he acts different in front of each other.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't know.
Wait, no, hold on.
I would not do a group date. I would just be like, all right, at this point, you
obviously
need to
that's a little weird. I'm just being
friend
stupid.
You like more, nigga.
I was gonna say because I would definitely act different if I was dating two friends and then we are all on a date together.
Yeah,
there's no way for me.
You're gonna act different regardless.
There's no way for me.
You also act different with different people.
Exactly.
You not like in a weird way.
Yes.
Which honestly, we shouldn't. I mean, there are certain. I get like if you have like work friends and then like your friends. Well, no, that's different.
I am who I am, right?
Right. You should be authentic.
I don't. Yes, but it's the same thing with like I don't treat you how I treat my sister.
Right.
Which you should, bitch.
Which you should, because
no. There's just like I don't disrespect you or anything like that, but I don't treat my sister like for some reason I'm softer with my sister.
Of course.
I'm same thing with Jasmine. I'm way softer with Jasmine than any other woman in my life. Yeah. Right? So if me and you have this type of relationship and me and her have this type of relationship and we are both and we're in the same date, there is a difference. There is going to be a difference. I might be able to be more vulnerable with you than I am with her or vice versa.
And then that's when you know
that it's her.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily.
That's why I just feel like the 3 dates.
No, it is necessarily.
I feel like
You cannot go on a fucking triple date with somebody and you two are not going on a date with somebody. Y'all gonna end up together, y'all two. Y'all gonna be like, this nigga ain't shit.
This nigga's corny. Let's fucking go, Mila.
Y'all two dating now. That's exactly what's
not dating now. We're just gonna leave.
Dating.
I actually
leave.
That happened to me in high school, right? I had asked this girl out,
and they wound up dating.
No, I had asked this girl out, right? This is a little different, and she couldn't kiss. Right, she couldn't kiss.
Oh, that's a no for me.
Like, so it was a no for me. Like, it turned me off, and like it was like, oh, mind you, kids, right? We're in high school.
Let's say I didn't know how to kiss when I was young.
So
speak for yourself. No, I'm kidding.
So I ended up telling her that I couldn't date her anymore because my mom found out and she wanted me to focus on school.
Lie. Which was a lie?
Yeah, it was a lie.
I was just gonna say that sounds like a lie.
It was a lie because I just didn't want to tell her like I don't want to be with you because you can't kiss. Mm-hmm. One of my best friends came up to me and he was like, "Yo, listen, I know you guys went out, but is it okay if I talk to her?" And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." Like, obviously, like we didn't have anything. Like, we just dated for like a couple days.
Right.
I was attracted to her, obviously. That's where
it ended, though.
Yeah, but that's where the line is of like where things get blurry, especially as when you're young. When you're grown, you know you're gonna find other people attractive. Like, that's just like human nature is to find other people attractive. But he asked, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't even like permission. It's not permission. It's just out of respect.
Letting you know.
He told me, he's like, "Yo, listen, I'm interested. Are you okay with me talking to her?" Yeah, go ahead, dude.
But it was fine. It was like, I think that was perfect.
But you could do the same thing.
Well, I was in a situation like that. Like, me and a friend were on Hinge at the same time, had the same type of man, and
you wound up with him,
right? And I wound up with him, right? And she doesn't fuck with me because she feels like I broke girl code.
But that's not.
But they weren't. They didn't. They never even. But
yeah. So be
more specific about it.
For context, people, she did not ever meet up with the man, and they only dated for 30 days. And when I say dated, they text for 30 days, and she dubbed him because he wasn't her type.
Right.
So how's that?
At that point,
right.
At that point,
right.
She's being selfish, and she's not being like a good friend because you dumped him.
I just feel like you dumped him. This is something.
Right.
This is somebody that
you didn't want him, but so you didn't want him,
but you don't want me to have.
But
him
you
either.
didn't want me to have him either. Right. So at this point, you're looking at it as like competition.
Right.
You're not. Yeah. Which that shouldn't be in a friendship. Right. And then on top of that, like, you never even met up with the dude. Now, let's say you guys have been talking to each other for 30 days. And maybe there was some sexting going on, and maybe you sent pictures, then say that. Like, it makes me a little uncomfortable because I did send him pictures of my titties.
Right. And now,
but at that point, like, just so you know, like, that's why I feel uncomfortable, and that's why it's kind of weird for me. And like, but nobody wants to own up to that. So that's why. And I'm just speculating. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's what it was, but that's the only thing that could make sense in my mind on why someone would get butthurt about you continuing to date this dude even though you never even fucking met up with him. Right. That's the only thing that I could really like like you and you dumped him because he wasn't your type. So that's the only thing that I can think of that would make sense to me on why someone would be fucking bothered other than being jealous and
I told
like
her
a competition or hater.
Like, you know, we sat together face to face and I just was like, unfortunately, I asked you multiple times if you had an issue with this,
and she said no.
And you told me no, and now feelings have developed. Granted, not the strongest feelings in the world, but now I'm like, okay, I can see potential with this guy. Now I'm at a point where I don't want to end it. If you tell me at this point that you're uncomfortable,
well, you already said that you weren't. So 100 times. So
So she said, I don't know if I can move forward if you played stop. Yourself. If you continue to talk to him, and I just said, well, if I respect whatever you got to do for you. And if you ever need me, I'll still be here for you.
Which
like
is crazy,
there's no bad blood.
She's a really good person.
Right.
It sucks that happened because she really was like
cool.
Yeah, she's cool as hell. But that actually happened to me. Not like that. It was different. I messed around with the girl for like 3 or 4 months, and then one of my boys followed her on IG, and he sent me the profile. Which, by the way, when I was dating, I used to do that shit all the time. Yeah. These niggas was hoes. Mm-hmm. So I used to just like be like, "Yo," I would send a picture in the group chat and be like, ? Because a couple times, one of my boys was like, "Yeah,
I know her
2 weeks ago."
Oh my god!
Yes, like so he had sent me her thing. He was like, "Yo, what's good?" Mm-hmm. Right? I just said, "Good luck." That's all I said. I was like, good luck. He goes, oh, yeah. Like, he's like, nah, but for real, though, like, I'm trying to push up. And I was like, good luck, my nigga. Like, you do you.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have nothing serious. Like, we did sleep together, but it wasn't, like.
That's unfortunately not considered serious.
It wasn't, it wasn't. It wasn't nothing serious.
Unfortunately,
it was nothing
our
serious.
generation, it's not.
So even in that case, right? Like, if I had a problem with it, I would have told them, like, nah. Don't stay off or back up. Like, you feel me?
And not even, it don't even life, gotta, homie.
It don't even gotta, yeah.
Like them toxic ass niggas.
That's my baby mom. This is my pussy forever. Right. Like, no, bro.
It's not.
It's not.
You don't have.
Oh my God. So let me tell you.
You don't own that shit for just because they had your baby doesn't mean you own it.
You barely taking care of the baby. Like,
one of my coworkers.
And you barely taking care of this pussy.
Audacity, bro.
Yo, one of my coworkers, right? Older gentleman, funny as hell. He said, this was a couple years back, probably like 3 years back. We're just chopping it up or whatever, and we were talking about he went on vacation to DR and he hooked up with some girl or whatever, and his ex-wife lives in Jersey, and he was saying how he has his picture, his everything like at the house. Because to him, it's once I took care of it, it's mine forever. She's not allowed to like marry again. She's not allowed to date. She's not allowed to fuck nobody. Yes.
Wait,
right?
when he dies or when they divorce?
No. Just right now, and they're not even together.
Oh.
Right. So you know me, right? So now I'm like curious. I'm like, wait a second. He goes, you think if I take care of he like compared it to grass. I cultivated the grass. I made the fruit grow on there. Like basically, like I made her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is completely.
He's objectifying her. Like
first of all, that's where he's mistaken that he made her.
No, but listen. This is it's all wrong. But
he's like, I took the time to groom her.
He's got this really old school like
toxic as fuck mindset,
right?
A little misogynistic too.
So now, all of it, right? Like, he reads the Bible every morning, which is hilarious to me. But
makes sense.
But he's telling me all of this, right? Now, mind you, we're about to stay for overtime, and it's me, him, and another coworker, and the other coworker's like poking at him, and he goes, "Oh man, but you know that's not cool," like whatever. And I'm like, bro. Do you know that right now while you're at work, there's a guy in that house fucking the shit out that lady? Right? No. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm telling you. You know he left?
He left home?
He left to go check.
That's crazy.
And
he got in his head that bad.
Yes. He got it. It was in his head that bad. It was in his head that, like, basically... And then before he left, he goes, no... My shirt is hanging in the closet. My picture's there. I'm like, do you understand? I'm telling you as a man.
Don't give a fuck about
we don't give a fuck about no picture.
That shit could be on the nightstand.
You see this shit, nigga?
Like literally.
Don't even put it down. Turn that shit. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Nobody cares about that.
There's pictures there. People are okay with being the other person.
Yes, absolutely. Not even that. It's just
he's thinking like she's pretending to like have a double life. Like no, she is fucking somebody with your picture there. If that's happening,
bro, that's definitely happening. They haven't been married for over 10 years.
And they're not fucking.
Oh, this isn't like this isn't like a recent thing. He feels like you mothered my children, you're mine. Obviously completely wrong.
Sorry, I missed.
So she's out here for 10 years sneaking around to get like.
That what?
There's no way that she hasn't been out here for 10 years.
No, absolutely not. That's what I told him. I was like, you bugging. Mind you, he's married. That's the
so
kicker.
He's married.
Yes.
He got remarried.
Yes.
But his ex-wife couldn't get remarried.
Nope. And couldn't have a boyfriend, nothing.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Does he pay for the house that she lives in right now?
No.
Fuck out of here.
Yo, that whole situation is hilarious to me.
Do you guys, that just sparked something in me. Do you guys have like hypothetically, if you guys were to die, is there a list of people your partner cannot date?
Saw this. You know what's funny about that, right? That whole conversation had me dying because I'm like, so basically it's if your partner were to pass away, I mean, if you were to pass away, who is off limits
To Chris.
for your partner?
To your partner.
Right, because what ends up happening is, like they were saying in the you saw that in the Joe Budden podcast, right? Yeah, what they were saying in the Joe Budden podcast was basically, like the one dude was like, usually like the best friend ends up being like helping the mother financially if there's kids. Like he feels like it's his responsibility to take care of his best friend's wife. Mm-hmm. Well, somebody blurted out, "Not the pussy though," right? And it's like, but then you end up building an emotional connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes that ends up happening where you now end up technically falling in love with this person because they know you so well. And
you're in a vulnerable position.
Yes, and you were there.
That connection's forming. Oh, we should be in love.
Yeah, I mean, then you guys bond over missing that person.
To be honest, yes. To be honest with you, for me, it would just be... Yeah, I don't know, because I'm dead. Like, to me, I don't care.
It doesn't. I don't think it would.
It's gonna matter to the rest of the world, like not the rest of the world, but everyone who's immediately.
You know why? Because I feel like
don't date my mom, dog. That's the one person that's off limits.
And it's realistic because your mom looks good.
Like, don't go for my mom.
Baddie, so.
Sorry. Your mom's a baddie.
Can
we're gonna?
No, I'm kidding.
Can we date her though? No. I don't think it would. Because I feel like I don't give a fuck. I'm the best he's had. So yeah, you could go back to your exes, but
yeah,
you're not.
There's a certain level of delusion.
What if he dates your best friend when you die?
What, like you?
No, you. Somebody else.
Yo, I hate when she does that because she just jumps right to it, and I have to find like the perfect spot to fucking reinsert. Yo, you're that exaggerated. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. That does not help.
You'll find the moment.
When you fucking, I'm leaving all of it. I'm gonna edit out that small thing, and I'm leaving the rest of this.
She said.
Bitch, you ruined it.
Why are you? Yeah, shut the fuck up. So, y'all, I hate y'all, bro. Y'all make my fucking job so much harder.
My stomach hurts, bro.
So anyway, I'm dead. So at that point, it's like, yo, you heard Ice? He was like, I'm just gonna haunt the fuck. I'm haunting their dreams. I'm gonna be in all their dreams.
I feel like, honestly, like you said, if I'm dead, I'm enjoying myself in paradise. I'm not worried about you.
No, I hope.
I'm not worried about you.
Honestly, I hope you find someone who's going to treat you right.
Right.
Like, if you're going to go for someone
that happens to be my best friend, then...
Right.
If you're going to go for someone who... Jasmine's like, hell no, fuck that.
I'm gonna wind up with Jasmine.
You better beat that. Listen, don't tell me that now, though.
Juan's gonna be like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Y'all could have done this shit when I was down there.
No, but don't tell me that now, because now it's like, hey, Jasmine, wanna come over to my house for a drink? I'm gonna be like, you grooming my wife to try to take her from me, and then you're plotting to fucking
run away together and shit.
We are
first 48 hours.
We're plotting. We've been plotting. So it's your anniversary today?
Yes.
It's our anniversary today.
Listen, I'm taking her off my beneficiary. I'm leaving every.
It's all right.
Random ass person on that.
It's all right. I got her, baby.
So something else I want to talk about too, is I was watching the show.
Now you gotta clip that pussy.
So I remember the show triggered. I remember my struggle when I began to date a couple years ago, for man long.
2.
That's a couple.
Well, I've been dating for since
years.
Yeah, years. Yeah. So I was a dating apps type of girl, right? Even if I wasn't a dating apps type of girl,
my
struggle was putting whether or not I had kids, a kid, But it says kids. Unfortunately, it says has children, but it's like, bro, it's just has child.
But you could put one.
Well, the last time I was on Hinge, it just says has children.
Oh, I never
which
used
was
Hinge.
like, bro, don't do me like that. And I used to struggle with wanting to either put that on there or not, because I feel like that would make more people swipe left, right?
Fine.
Right. Which I've come to terms with, like,
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if it's not on there and then I start talking to you and you had a kid, I'm done.
right.
Yeah.
Why didn't
I
you disclose
feel
that
like-
up front? Like,
Right.
what, like,
So the show that I was watching, this woman has one child, and she found this guy that she really likes, and she is waiting to tell him that she has a child.
nah, bro.
What I feel is she's waiting for him to like fall for her a little bit.
That's
her-
manipulation.
No,
That's
yeah, that's
manipulation.
100%.
Right.
That's emotional terrorism.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if it's a deal breaker for that man, which I don't fault anybody for not wanting to date somebody that has kids, that's a big responsibility. If that's a deal breaker for that man, you're almost taking that away from him and manipulating him a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, you're making him catch feelings for you first to drop this bomb on him and hope that he caught enough feelings to still stay there.
That's trash.
So I'm watching this and I'm just like, I was there, but I came to terms with it. And
You're
then
also very
I was,
young.
and then I put it on my profile, like I have a kid, and it is what it is. If you don't want to deal with that, that's your answer.
It is
That's
harder to deal
That's enough.
with someone who has children. It
Yeah.
just is. It's more
Yeah.
difficult.
I get feeling like
Time and everything is
I can
restricted.
empathize with, I guess, her not wanting to feel rejected.
That's something
maybe
we
No, but that's
heard
something
of.
that you gotta
not
fucking
your
deal with.
That's something that she
that's
gotta
not
face.
right.
No,
But
it's
if
not
that's
even
not
that
your
that's not your
person, that's not your person.
It's not even that that's not your person. It's just bro, that's something that you have to deal with. Like, at the end of the day, if someone doesn't want to be with you because you have a kid, then
Oh, well, then that
person
person's
doesn't
not
wanna be
meant
with
for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, when I
what are
was
you
on
gonna do?
dating,
Get rid of your kid and be on the fucking
Right.
when I was on the dating apps, Jasmine's profile said no children and no one that was previously married. I have children and I'm previously married. I swiped left. Is it left now? Or
Yes.
The X, whatever. No.
I'm pretty sure I swiped left. I don't
So
know.
then she ended up like liking my profile. It clearly says on there what you don't want.
Yeah.
But I look good, so she was like, "Hey, look at this daddy."
That was eso fue Dio.
Yes, it was.
Whoa, he do it.
Right. So I wasn't gonna bother. Her profile clearly states that. Now, if her profile didn't state that, then yeah, I found her attractive. I'm gonna swipe right. My profile clearly said I have children. Previously, and I told her straight up. I was like, "Hey, how's everything? By the way, I'm divorced and I have kids." She was like, "Don't worry, not everybody checks off all the boxes. You look good as hell." Sorry, not but not everybody checks off all the boxes. If I were to talk to someone, or if I were to like be talking to a woman and I have kids and we're talking about kids and you're just leaving your kid
Right.
completely
First of
out
all, that's a red flag.
no, it's a
Right.
it's a huge red flag.
Mind you,
you're being deceptive as hell.
in this
It makes me wonder
scenario,
what good of a mom you are.
they were talking about where they live, and she was like, well, for some reason they were talking about like rent, and she was like, yeah, I have a 2-bedroom. And he was like, why do you have a 2nd bedroom? And she just laughed.
I'm done.
You're purposely
You're a liar.
omitting.
Right.
You're a liar.
Right.
You're a liar.
And
You're a deceiver.
Just to
You're a
add some-
cheater. You're
some stupidness into
A
this.
manipulator.
A manipulator.
You know where that nigga's mind went? He thought she had a sex dungeon in the other room. I'm like, bro, men are so
A sex dungeon?
yes.
That's fire though.
because she wasn't
red room?
Because she wasn't like because she laughed and like brushed it off.
What? I would put a red room
he
in
had
my house.
assumed-
Heartbeat.
He had assumed that she was into some freaky shit.
We are freaky
So
shit.
when she told him that he had a kid, he couldn't even look at her. And
Well, yeah, because what the fuck was all of this?
for like 2 minutes, and then he was like, as of right now, I'm still with you. And I was just like,
Nah.
you
Nope.
That's the first
How long was this?
over a span of like a week.
that they were dating?
Yeah.
Oh no, no, absolutely not.
But spending every day together.
Oh, no. And your kid never came up?
No.
All day, every day
and
together.
But see, that's a red flag for me because that child.
Well, she was purposely dancing around certain conversations.
No, I can't trust you.
Because she wasn't ready.
Exactly.
I can't trust you. Like,
because you feel like you're not ready to disclose the truth doesn't make the truth, like, you still have to disclose it. Whether you're ready for it or not.
No, but here's the thing, though, right? There's you not disclosing certain things like personal shit.
Right.
You not disclosing a whole person is
a
crazy.
human that came out of you.
That's going to be in the picture
for the rest of your life
with that person, right?
Like, this is we're trying to see what's up. Now, if you just hooking up, you don't got to disclose shit.
Right.
You don't got to disclose anything if it's just a hookup.
You're not trying to be in a relationship.
Dating someone with intention and you're intentionally leaving your child out of this, that to me is crazy.
Right. How are you going to build something?
It makes me question you as a mother.
Right.
And not just that. How do you know this person's not going to be like, yeah, I don't like kids?
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's why it's like, I think she was scared if that was a deal breaker for him.
Well, because there's a lot of
scared
stigma
of dealing
behind it.
with that.
Like, there's a lot of stigma behind it, right? Like, for instance, like when I told Jasmine I had 2 baby moms, I told her up front, like, look, I don't got beef with either of them. Mm-hmm. We good.
Yeah.
That was the truth. Like, I really don't have any issues. We have a great relationship. Mm-hmm. We co-parent perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But that's kind of hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see how that's hard to believe up front. Like, you ain't got no drama.
Right.
Because you, especially 2 different baby moms, and you got no drama with either of them. But that was the truth, and she saw that for herself. So obviously, I appreciate the fact that she took my word for it. But then also, I told her straight up, I was like, "You'll see, like you'll see, like you are going to see that everything I'm telling you." It's only a matter of time. Yeah, exactly. I'm being honest about it. But you disclose all of that, like you don't. That's like, now if I would have been like, yeah, I got 2 baby moms, we ain't got no problems, but I'm beefing with both of them.
Yeah.
Every time you guys get together, you're like, oh, and she's, what's wrong? Nah, cause whatever. Like, then clearly what you said from the beginning is a lie.
Yeah.
Cause beef like between your baby moms will arise in conversation.
I don't know, bro. I'm not hiding my kid from the world.
I think kids shouldn't be hidden. You should definitely be upfront with that from almost day 1 or day 2. STDs, day 1 or day 2.
Wait, what?
Some like, isn't that a law that if you have an STD, you have to disclose it to that person before you have sex with them?
I don't know if it's
if it's not, it should be. I don't know if it's a law.
Speaking of that,
we just have to. Well, you could pull out the paperwork, buddy.
I got. yeah. I had a girl one time, right? I think I told you this, the one with the herpes.
No, you didn't.
All right, so we were out at a bar. We're all drinking, whatever. And I was being completely honest with her about everything, like my situation. I was going through divorce, blah blah blah, whatever. We get to my car. I'm driving her back to her place. My intentions are, yes, I'm gonna sleep with you. Right?
You're getting them cheeks. Got it.
We're in the car, and she told me straight up. She goes, "I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you weren't this nice, I would have let you go upstairs." She's like, "But I have herpes, and I don't want to do that to somebody like you."
Oh, I think I do remember
I told you.
You telling me
I told you the next day.
Yeah.
Because I was in shock. I was like, thank God I wasn't a dog ass nigga, because I would have ended up.
She would have burned your ass.
Yo, dead ass. Which is wrong on her part.
Right.
That's completely wrong.
So she's out. But now my question is like, so are you out? So if I would have been a dickhead, or if you would have perceived me as a dickhead, you would have let me go upstairs and catch herpes.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. When I told one of my boys this, he goes, "Yo, what she look like?" No, obviously, because now he's like, "Yo, let me stay away from."
Yeah.
Because we all went to the same places. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Yo, like, one, it's wrong that you would do that, right? Another thing is though, thank you, because like,
you could have fucked my whole life up.
Yeah, but I told her I had kids. I'm going through a divorce right now.
Not fuck my whole life up. Damn.
Yo,
Nigga, yes.
I'm sorry, but
it's not like having HIV or AIDS.
Yeah, but
Close enough.
no, but that shit don't go away.
Yeah,
It
but
never
it's not
goes
like
away. Like
HIV
you
or
got
AIDS.
warts on your fucking lips.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes
you get flare ups.
Some people, we all carry it in our spine, like the HV, whatever that virus is, and it's dormant. Like if you were to get tested, you're going to have a level of it. It's when you get past a certain level that it turns into cold sores. But then the problem with cold sores is you put a cold sore on a genital and now it becomes genital herpes.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works.
If you get head from somebody that has
a cold sore, you'll end up with genital herpes.
Yeah.
HIV, HV, whatever.
And there's HSV 1 and 2.
Yes. So you carry HSV in you.
I don't know about that part.
Nigga.
Watch, hold on, I'm gonna. Yeah, bro.
I don't know about that part because I always ask for HSV testing.
I always saw cold
and your
sores on
levels
the
are
lips are
below.
different.
there's no level.
No, watch. I'm telling you. Do we?
I always thought cold sores on your lips were very different.
No,
No,
that's herpes.
it's the same strain. That's HSV 1.
So if you go down on somebody and you got a cold sore on your lip,
You should not do anything with your lips if you have a cold sore.
because I had a supervisor that every fucking couple of months always had a fucking cold sore on his lip.
It just means that his immune system is kind of a little weakish. But
it's a little what?
weakish. But HSV does lay
Always
dormant.
has something on his
it
top
does
lip.
lay dormant in the spine until it gets re-triggered.
That's what it was. I said that wrong. It's 67%
It stays
of the
in your spine.
population.
Yeah.
Yeah, 67. Not everyone.
It's like 1 in 5 people or something like that.
So I take that back.
So if you got a cold sore,
You have herpes.
right? If
Herpes
you
zoster
if you
one,
always get a
One.
cold sore every once in a while,
That's one.
Yeah.
You dead. You have HIV.
Because
one.
it just stays dormant.
It just stays dormant in your body.
and then if you give somebody head
With the cold sore?
with a cold sore, you can give them herpes,
Two.
like genital herpes.
Yeah, herpes
Yeah.
too.
That's disgusting.
Because it went.
and scarier
It is
because
scary,
now
yeah.
you have to be more cautious. Like that's why you shouldn't be letting everybody go down on you either, because you need to be just do a quick little inspection and also just ask.
Or
when's the last time you got tested, dog?
that's kind of scary because it's like, what if
you
you
could
what
even
if
get
what if you
gonorrhea in your throat
oh
from sucking dick?
Yep.
Even if you don't fuck the man. God, I don't mean to be this vulgar, but even if you don't fuck him and you just
Suck
give him
his
head
dick?
instead, you can get gonorrhea in your throat.
well, yeah, that I knew about that.
I'm just like, bro, it's really not worth it to be out here.
No, it really isn't. The fact that people are out here just raw dogging
Right.
everything,
Everybody.
everybody.
I'm not gonna lie. I played Russian roulette a couple times.
I'm sure you have.
I mean, we all got kids. Hello.
Yeah.
I didn't. No, I didn't play Russian roulette. Yeah, I'm lying. I did,
I have.
but it was like once or twice.
yeah.
Yeah. That I don't know, bro.
Yeah, so those are just things that you should just disclose off the jump. Don't try to love bomb somebody and then drop another kind of bomb on them. Like
The bomb.
Bomb. Like,
Yeah. Nah. That's.
not a bum lip.
It's crazy because when I was
bump.
This girl scared me one time. I hooked up with this girl from Harlem, right, at a house party in New York, and
By hooked up, what do you mean?
no, we had sex.
Okay.
Unprotected.
We're
We
Spanish.
were young.
We don't think hookup is kissing.
we was under the influence, right? Whatever. And like 2 days later, I have like this like
white
the
stuff?
side of my cheek
was
is
white.
White, right?
Nigga, you got thrush?
No, so then I
As an
Googled
adult?
it. No, but listen, I Googled it, right?
Yeast.
And it was no. And it was like AIDS came up, HIV came up. So now I'm paranoid.
Please cut this out of the fucking video.
What?
Whatever the fuck you're about to say.
Why?
Okay, finish.
What the? I don't give a fuck. And now I'm paranoid, right? So I hit her up, and I'm like, "Yo, are you like 100% sure that you're good?" She got upset. She goes, "What the fuck are you trying to say? I'm not dirty, blah blah blah, this and that." Then I get like a bump on my lymph node got swollen, right? So now I'm paranoid as fuck. I try to make doctor's appointments with a million different doctors. So I went to obviously I finally got seen, and the doctor was laughing at me, and the doctor goes, "This is what happens when you have unprotected." He's like, "Young man, you have a viral infection that your body is fighting. you're okay. I will do the test. He's like, but I think you're overreacting. So I got tested. I had no STDs, whatever. Then this motherfucker says, but you should come back because it could be dormant for up to 3 months. And I'm like, why are you? Now I'm paranoid for 3 more months. Obviously, everything came back good. I was fine. But that shit was scary. Like that, just the thought of it. And I didn't learn my lesson. But that it's just like, I was
people are so dumb. People will come and have sex and come in a week after to get tested. Girl, you got to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So I had a girl get mad at me one time because I asked her to get tested.
Oh, I would be. Why would she get mad?
At this point in the game, I don't think anyone should be mad.
Right.
When someone asks you to get tested. Matter of fact,
I had somebody ask me to send them my labs because
absolutely.
I was with this person one time and we just stopped talking, right? It didn't work out. He was with somebody else and she was claiming some wild shit. So of course he calls me. I was the last person that he was with.
She got chlamydia and she thought it was from you.
And he was like, hey, blah, blah, this came up. And then I said, listen, I literally just got tested. And I was like, I'll send them to you, but if you're gonna share them, cut my name from out of it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what he did because, sweetie, don't be dragging me into this messy shit. It's a scary world out here, guys. If you don't have a primary care doctor,
you go get one,
or at least an urgent care that he
but not even that. Or go to the hood and go to one of these clinics. They do it for free.
You can go to an urgent care.
No, but they do it for these clinics.
Go to Planned Parenthood.
Right. Go to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah,
they planted Planned Parenthoods in the hood for a fucking reason.
Oh, Planned Parenthood.
They planted Planned Parenthood in the hood for a reason.
Bars.
Yeah, please go get tested. Please.
Lil Wayne's album sucks.
It's also Pride Month and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is. And that's not a coincidence that it's on the same month.
Please be real with yourselves. If you're in the closet, jump out and say boo.
It's going to be more like peekaboo.
Boo, bitch.
Yo. So yeah, and his father. All right, now we dragging it. Mima's just gonna keep going. She's not going to stop either.
Boo-hoo, let me suck your dick.
You see what I mean?
Okay, I'm done.
All right, I'm not drinking from the Stanley right now after those comments because y'all gonna say some wild shit.
What would you?
Father's Day's
what
next
did
month.
you say
Father's
when you
Day's
jumped out?
Father's. See now, okay, so right now you make that comment, and I can't say I never jumped out. I can't say I was never in there. I can't say anything.
Why?
Because she's gonna spin it.
Because you've been a real one since day one, kid.
You see what I mean? This is why. There's nothing I can. This is like that stupid ass joke when you were a kid. Are you gay? No. Do your parents know you're gay? No. Oh, you're gay then. It's so fucking stupid.
All right, go ahead.
Yo, so
go off, queen. Go.
Funny, right? I wore this really pink shirt to work on Tuesday.
Or like a salmon pink or like a
highlighter.
A highlighter pink.
Yeah, it was one of my.
I like it.
It was one of my gym shirts,
colors.
so I wore it. I was like, I'm just gonna throw this on for work. I don't care, right?
Was it a tee or tank? A t-shirt or tank top?
No, it's a shirt. T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, he can't wear a tank. Wearing a tank top is crazy to work.
It's a gym shirt.
To his job?
No, to my job though.
Okay.
Right. So, it's really pink. It's like highlighter pink, right? One of my coworkers goes, "Don't you think you should have waited till next month to wear that shirt?" Right?
Oh
Funny.
My God.
Cool, right? So I'm looking, like I'm staring at him, right? And I'm like, bro, I'm comfortable in my sexuality. Like, I'm a straight man. I was like, it's not my fault that you think I look good in this pink shirt and you want a piece of this ass. So he goes, I'm uncomfortable, bro. We didn't even break eye contact.
The whole time.
The rest of the day, I'm like, yo, I have a case because you can throw it. Just don't drop the cups. Yeah, this shirt. This is like pink.
That is.
It's super bright.
That's bubblegum pink. You were out here looking like a whole bubblegum.
One of the managers was like, hey, Pinky. I'm like, yo, I got cases on everybody today. Like everybody came with the
Right on time too
Jotting
for
these
Pride
down.
Month.
which I don't care though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I know
when you're comfortable with your
You feel
sexuality,
me? Like I don't. Like,
any jokes don't.
jokes don't bother me. Like when you make the jokes, like the comment section, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. I really
Right.
don't care. I posted this thing on IG yesterday on my regular page, and it was like, you ever heard a rumor about you? And you were like, what?
I did what?
Yeah.
Well, so then where are we going with this?
I just don't care.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like I'm just one of those people that is like, if you're gonna say, you know, that there was that what if, would you rather fuck a goat and people think you didn't, or would you rather not fuck a goat but everyone think you did
I'd rather not fuck a goat
Right.
and everyone think you did?
because I don't want to do it to the goat.
No, but I'm saying, like, I don't care. That
I love the
People
goat.
think, yeah.
I
people
love
think.
animals.
How much
Yeah.
do you love? It's like,
Yeah, I think that's
have there been a rumor about you that you were like, what the fuck?
no, I grew up under a rock.
At my
Hi,
job,
I'm Patrick.
Bro, every time
my
people
job, there
saw
was a
me,
rumor.
they're like, "Oh, I didn't even know that Sean and Danielle had a younger sister." That was my goal. I love being mysterious. I love nobody knowing I exist. That's
Mima's out here 7 years old with a cape.
no. I like just not just fading into existence.
Not feeling like you don't exist though from certain people could be traumatizing. So tell me about
Yeah,
your
like my
childhood.
dad.
Yeah. Yeah, let's unpack that a little bit.
I'm sure it is a little traumatizing, but that's a job for my therapist.
I'm here. I was watching couples therapy, right? I'm sitting there and I keep laughing, and I told you, I'm like, yo, I couldn't be a therapist. I'm so unserious.
Yeah.
You'd be laughing.
I just, like, somebody said something that was, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, and the one girl's just sitting there and she's like staring at her partner, but she keeps doing this with her teeth.
You know
I'm
what's so
like,
funny? Talking about dads. It's not funny, but my friend's dad just died on Monday.
condolences to the family. I don't know
Right.
who they are, but
Same.
that's sad.
And you know, I just try to send some nice words to her, check on how she's doing, because she's also pregnant. And she was just like, you know, I'm just trying to look on the bright side. Like, I had 40 years with my dad. Most people, you know, don't even get them, you know, whatever the case
That
is.
many
and
years.
I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, I got five glances at my dad. And she was like, yo, you're a fucking fool. I wanted to make her laugh, but which worked. But I was like, I got 5 glances at my dad.
Do you remember those glances? And it was consecutive 5 glances.
It was in the same meeting.
He kept coming in and out of the house to get his shit.
He was packing his bags every time he came back to
That's
grab a bag.
fucking
That's when people saw him.
hilarious.
Never saw him
Yo.
again.
Yo, this reminds me of that couple on that show, bro. We just be laughing at shit that we
Yo.
It's
probably
the trauma. Why are you so funny? It's the trauma.
I like
He
dark
actually was
humor.
looking at my story today. I'm like,
Who, your dad?
yeah.
Oh wait, so
Oh shit! Your dad follows you on social media?
Yes.
but he didn't follow you in real life? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
How that nigga subscribe to your socials
That's
but not to your
why-
well-being?
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, he makes no effort, and he's
Do you have siblings on his side?
yeah.
How many?
I think 3 that I
That
know
she
of.
knows
That's
of.
it?
2
Three that you know?
That
two
she knows of,
sisters and
yeah.
one dad. I'm pretty sure that's it.
That's crazy.
My little sister got a crazy Dominican name too. I'm like,
Maris Ladies
no,
Landia.
it's
No.
Alaudis or something like that.
Oh damn.
What is it?
Alaudis.
Lady
He
Laura.
allowed this nigga.
I definitely got the best name out of all of them, though.
You
so,
did.
Yeah.
You did.
And you know what's so crazy? I've been wanting to use my real name now because I'm like, my fucking name is beautiful and it's unique. Like, you'll probably never.
If you
come
want us
across
to start
another
calling
one.
you that, I'll call you by that.
So
You want me
now,
to start calling you
now at
Imali
work,
Indian?
instead of M, I've been going by Imalai.
First of all, you're hilarious with that because
I don't like when people at work call me Mima.
no, but it's funny because when we were in DR, you kept saying that your name was Mimi, and I'm like, yo, why do you keep telling people it's Mimi?
Because
and she's like,
Mima is
it's
too
easier
weird
to
for
say.
people.
it's
No.
easier to say Mima or Mimi.
No, because people say Mima, and I just don't even want to go through that. Yes,
Go
Mima.
through Mima.
I just be like, it's Mimi, and I work M because don't butcher my name, please.
Imalai.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to say.
Yeah.
Like people that don't.
It's not hard to say if you
My
speak English. It's
name
not hard to
is
say if you have
in-
an accent.
My name is in my signature for my email, and people will reply and spell my name wrong. I'm like, fire them
Imalai.
immediately.
Imalai.
It's in the same email that you're replying to, and you're still spelling my name wrong.
Do you know that all of our names have meanings, right? Like, so this is my theory on names.
Juan, just understand a nigga. That's what my name means.
Okay.
Imalai. Imalai.
I'm a lie.
You are a Malai.
People used to be like, "You're a liar. You're a liar."
That's me.
I'm a lie.
Me.
Yeah.
I told you, it was like, I'm a lie.
That's why your dad named you that. 'Cause
The
he was
girl's a
lie.
liar. The boy. Oh no, I think it's the boy's a liar. Right? The Ice Spice song. Wait, what? You
The
said
what?
that's why my dad left me because I'm a liar.
I know one Ice Spice song.
Because
And
you're
it's
a lie.
Munch.
Because I'm a lie.
Oh no, I know that song.
He was
It's
like,
actually
"You
catchy.
that lie."
No, our names. This is my theory on our names. So there's always like root names, and then throughout history
It
and
change.
like
It
time,
changes a little bit.
changes a little bit.
But the
spellings
origin
change
is always the same.
But the origin is always the same. And I feel like our parents got our names like an idea like to name us, and it's connected to who we are. Like, and names have a significance. Like, I looked up your name, and it's a I think I told you it has something to do with like overcoming mountains or like climbing mountains, something like that.
And it's like a in India origin, and I've been overcoming obstacles all my life, like the Himalayas.
So for me, my name
The obstacles feel that fucking tall, bro.
So my name, I looked it up. There was actually a woman in the disciples of Jesus that had her name was like Joanne or something like that. So but my name means a woman that walks with God, or a woman that walks with Jesus. So it's like all names mean something, and I feel like there's a deeper connection to our names, and our parents get that. Like for me, it comes like a divine message. Like, oh, I think I should name my child that. I think it's a pretty name, and it winds up connecting to who you are for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
because spoken word is so important.
Well, yeah, you are,
right?
Joanna.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm saying like the energy that goes along with that name and the meaning of it carries on with you,
with the person,
with who you are, like the blueprint of who you are.
My name goes back to a little tiny village in India. It's crazy, right? Like, and my mom said she got my name from a telenovela.
Yeah, which is weird because who the fuck?
Right.
En telenovelas were like,
But there's a Dominican porn star. Her name is also Imalai. I'm like, damn. There's actually a couple of us in the world, but only a few.
What is it?
I'm limited edition in America, though.
Fap to fucking Imalai.
I think there's a few in Texas. So if I go to Texas, I won't be the only Imalai. But
well, you're not the only Imalai.
I know. But in New
You're
Jersey,
just the
I
best
probably
one.
am.
Yeah, you're just the best one.
Oh, I have something for you.
A gift?
No. Sorry.
Money?
It's a question. It's am I overreacting?
Ooh, no, it was
Usually.
am I the asshole? What?
No, this is a different one.
Usually
This is a
you're
whole
overreacting.
This a whole, but it's not me. It's this person. My
dramatic.
43 male partner. Okay, he's 43 male. She's 42 female. Is planning an overnight trip with her supposedly platonic work friend, 65 male, and I'm about to break things off over it. So they have worked together 15 years. They see each other at work every day. They walk and talk on the way out of the building every day. At least every week he invites her to some combination of going to watch a local sports team, go golfing together, or go to happy hour. Oftentimes it's just the two of them. He is married but living in a separate part of the house and is essentially living separate lives from his wife. They have gone on at least one multi-day golf trip where they shared a 2-bedroom hotel room. Prior to my involvement with her a couple years ago, when he found out that she had a brief relationship with a mutual acquaintance of theirs that they also used to occasionally golf with, her work friend said something to the effect of, "Damn, I wish I would have known you were available," implying he wanted to fuck her, which made her a bit uncomfortable.
That man jumped from 0 to 100.
Which made her a bit uncomfortable.
Been there before.
He owns an out-of-state vacation house, and he invited her to go with him on multiple-day golf vacations together at his house, just the two of them. them. I also love to play golf. I told her I was not comfortable with this, and I asked if I could go with them, and her reply was that she could ask, but that she would be concerned that he would feel like the third wheel at his own house, and that I would have to find something to do every day while they went off and played golf. When I tried to talk to her about this and tell her I'm not comfortable, she says, oh my fucking God, or he's 65, and I'm talking about the situation is silly, and that if I really didn't want her to go, that she wouldn't, but I'm being controlling. Talk about gaslighting.
And how old was she again?
She's 42.
And
he's 43. And the coworker is 65, yes. She also said that even if he did want to try to do something with her, it's not like he's going to grape her, and I have to trust her, and she won't do anything with him because he's just a friend. Is he overreacting for wanting to break things off? No, he's not.
No.
I'm sorry.
I think the way that she's handling it is also just a red flag.
The whole yeah. What do you mean I can't go? Because he's going to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's not being supportive to her partner at all. Listening to his concerns.
That's crazy.
He has a right to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If, okay, cool.
So, and he expressed that he's interested in her, right?
He said,
one time.
I didn't know you were available or something like that.
Yeah, but that one time is enough.
That one time's enough because
that
obviously
one
that
time
person's
is
interested
enough.
in you.
Obviously, he is interested in you. And now, yeah, he might not grape you, but the possibility is there. You got, not just for that, but I'm saying, but like in general, you guys are going on these trips together by yourselves, just the two of you.
Nah.
And he likes to golf. So me and you like to golf, but you don't want to golf with me. You don't want me to go golfing with you guys just because he's going to feel uncomfortable. He's going to feel like the third wheel.
Bro, y'all golfing. It's not a date.
Fuck out of here. Exactly.
Y'all golfing. It's a fucking sport.
And he has a wife. How about you bring your wife and...
I bring my husband.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Yeah, it's definitely
She's bugging.
Yo, dude, you're not overreacting. I would have left a long time ago.
She may be in denial that since he's 65 that he's trying to fuck her.
No, that's her gaslighting him.
Yeah.
With the whole, oh my fucking God, he's 65. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I don't care how old. I don't care if he's 65.
Yeah, it don't matter because my ex did that to me. When he used to train all these fucking moms that lived in Marlboro, the stay-at-home fucking moms, there was this one that always made him like homemade, like cook him stuff, like protein stuff and all this shit. And I remember saying to him, this was like when we were still together, and I'm like, nah, she wants to fuck.
You were still together when
yeah,
she
we
was
were together when she was making him stuff. And
just
he's
like
like,
this couple.
And she's like, and he's like, no, she's so much older, which she was. Now I would say she's probably like 50, but back then she was at least like 15 years older than him. And or between 10 and 15. And I was like, nah, she's trying to fuck. He's like, no, I see her as a mom, like she's just really cool. And I'm like, yeah, okay,
oh my God, step brother,
sure. And then fucking fast forward, we wound up breaking up, right? And I looked through his phone in front of him because his phone went off, and I picked it up, and I'm like, why the fuck is this is she texting you at this time of the night? And then I'm looking through the messages, and he had sent her pictures of Mia. Mia was little at the time, and then it went from, oh my God, she's so cute, and oh, she's hard-headed like her father, if he would just let me blow him. I was like, what? First of all, that it disgusted me more, the fact that she even connected those two things together.
Nigga. What?
I was like, how desperate are you that you jump from the child to, oh, she's hard-headed like her father, if only he would let me blow him and show him.
First of all, I am never begging a nigga to suck his dick.
She begged. What? She begged him all the time.
No.
And then they wound up being a thing after me and him wound up breaking up like 2 years later. They wound up being a thing, but it was more like she was being used and begging him.
Yeah.
Like, bitch.
Please fuck me. Please fuck me.
Workplace cheating has to be the worst type of cheating because you continue to work there. So how do you ever trust someone?
Well, they weren't. She used to go to the gym.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. It doesn't matter, though. How do you trust him to go to the gym? Like, because now there's a issue there. Mm-hmm. Like, you know this person from the gym that you're going to continuously go to the gym. You're training them. blah 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 blah.
Which training is pretty intimate. It's one-on-one.
It is.
You're getting blown in the.
It's so crazy because I had so much fucking trust, and that wasn't like the first time that he had left me for someone else.
Would
You're
you
young.
guys
Yeah, I was young and
discriminate
fucking dumb.
against certain careers for a partner? Would you discriminate against certain careers for a partner?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Like if my man's a stripper, hard
Stripper,
pass.
flight attendant,
Massage therapist
Not for nothing, I will say.
with a happy ending.
When I worked in the ER, they was fucking each other.
I was gonna
Absolutely.
say
The
it
medical
doesn't.
field, the medical
They
field.
told me, like,
and law enforcement.
like there was
and law
there was
enforcement.
2 male nurses, right? And one of them was really friendly, and one of the girls was like, don't talk to him. Like, don't talk to him. He's been with like a few people that are on this floor.
Damn.
<laughs>
Like,
just
right.
on that floor alone. Who
Right.
knows about all the other
Right.
floors?
So I was like, he wasn't my type anyway. I wasn't gonna talk to him, but
I mean, it was like if he was my type, I would have rode that dick into the sunset.
So stupid.
not if he was fucking everybody there.
Yo, facts. Yeah, there's certain like a stripper. Nah.
Yeah, stripper I couldn't date. Unfortunately, I can't date a police officer. It's too triggering for me. Like, my dad left, you can't leave me too. It's like, no, just kidding. But it is triggering for me, like, because it's such a dangerous job. Doctors I wouldn't date. Unfortunately, your life is work, and
Long
that's not
hours.
somebody that I want. Unfortunately,
Nurses that want to fuck you.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But it's really just long hours. If we're gonna build a family, how you're just
Which is why I said flight attendant.
yeah, right. Because
Yeah,
their hours
'cause
are also crazy.
Most flight attendants like can't have like most of them are travelers. Like they don't have fucking kids or
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah,
Definitely
really
not.
hard. It's
and I
really
know some
hard
people be
to-
like, "Oh, you're so insecure. You won't
for
date a stripper."
yeah, I wouldn't date a stripper.
It's like no,
No, I don't want to date somebody that's being exposed or that guy.
I don't
like.
porn star. Definitely not.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
guys
can't
see
do
the
that.
club in on 35 in Sayreville?
Yeah, they
The
were
prostitution
fucking
charges?
back there.
Well,
They were fucking.
I feel like every strip club they be
Probably.
fucking.
When we
Yeah.
went to New Orleans, 1,000%.
Yeah?
The guys that were going up the stairs,
They were fucking.
100%.
and
The girls
when
were
you get
taking
lap
them up there.
dances-
When you get a lap dance, I'm positive there's an option to fucking
Yo,
to
when
fuck.
when you're I guess only Juan can answer this. When you're at the strip club and you get a private dance, does your dick get hard?
So when I went to
Juan wears sweatpants with no underwear.
no, listen. When I went to, so this is how you get got, right? Because when I went to my brother-in-law's bachelor party in Canada, my brother has never been to a strip club before. This was his first time at the strip club. So I go in the back. It was $5 to get to the back, to go into the back, right? And then you pay per song, obviously. My brother didn't know this. So I'm back there. I paid for 2 strippers. So I had ripped jeans, like this side basically had 3 strings on it.
So you took your dick and put it out. On
No. Listen, right? So I paid the stripper, whatever. She's like rubbing on my thigh, and the other one's dancing on the one put her pussy on my thigh, and she's like they're
bare
all, like-
pussy.
yeah.
Like with no thong.
Nope.
Okay.
Right.
So you okay?
So she's like just whatever. They're
Sloshing that slug around my fucking thigh.
Yeah. No. Listen. Right.
She was leaving her snail trail on your
the other
fucking
one-
eye, bro.
Gary.
So the other one's like whispering in my
Meow.
ear, like, $20, and I'll go further because she had her hand like in my pants. Throw $20 in there real quick.
So a happy ending,
Not a happy ending, right?
but just a
Just
rub
a little,
down.
just a little.
But they
rub.
do this when the song's about to end, so that you can continue.
and get another song.
Yeah, I had already told myself I was gonna go 2 strippers, 2 songs, right? Which is what I did. So when the second song's about to end, she dead ass like
Grab your butt.
grabbed it,
Grab your dick.
whispered in my ear, and she goes, "You can take us back home with you guys. Like I know you guys basically like
I know
whatever."
you guys are American.
So I'm like, "Oh, let me go and let me talk to the guys." Get the fuck out of here. I got up, right? We're sitting down now. We're watching the stripper on stage. She has this dude on his knees with a belt around his neck, and they're making him bark like a dog, right? He was at it was his bachelor party too.
Certain niggas love that shit.
It was his bachelor party too, right? 2 songs, 3 songs, 4 songs, 5 songs, 6 songs go by.
And he's still barking on the stage?
No, my brother is nowhere to be
missing.
seen. So my brother-in-law goes, "Hey, where's your brother at?" So another $5. I go to the back and I'm doing in the rooms, right? Because it was just curtains. I'm like looking. This man has 2 strippers there, and in Spanish I say, "Loco, vámonos, que aquí se paga por canción." Bro, let's go. You pay per song. The stripper turns around and goes, "Aquí se habla español también." She was Colombian. So
I hate that accent.
I put my hand out. He slaps my hand away. So I was like, I bet. $185 later, he comes out, right? Yo, why didn't you? I was like, nah, bro. I went back there. You slapped my hand away. Like, you was thirsty for the strippers. That's not my fault. Like, you.
Isn't that the average to spend at a strip club anyway?
That's more than that. Like, motherfuckers be over there just throwing dollars. But we went because we wanted to see what the strip club was like. Like I said before, like, I'm not really a strip club dude. Like, I never was the one to be like, yo, let's go to the strip club. To me, it's like, no. But, like, it was just, we were out there. We went to strip club. We went to
bro, going, I mean,
a bar. What do you call those? A speakeasy. It was fun. It was a great weekend, right? Mm-hmm. My brother was mad the entire trip after that.
Oh, that's his fault, though. Why are you mad?
Why are you being thirsty in the back with the strippers?
Why are you mad?
Why
it's
are
your
you
fault.
dumb?
Why are you dumb?
So yeah, so you pay per song, and that was really stupid.
I was just telling my man that, like, I've never been to the strip club, which everybody knows at this point, but that I want to go, but that I'm so nervous to go.
I told you, let's set it up.
I know.
We could just go we could just all go.
I don't know. I think seeing women dancing is gonna make me uncomfortable.
I think we overthink it.
Yeah.
Tell me about your childhood. Let's unpack that.
I do want to go because I want to see, like, all I know is what I see on TV. I've never been to a strip.
I want to get ideas.
So I just want to see what the vibes are like. Maybe I'll feel comfortable. Maybe I won't feel comfortable.
Honestly, if the music is awesome,
if the music is good, you'll have a good time.
It's nothing.
Also depends who you go with.
And I'm over here talking like I'm a fucking pro strip club connoisseur and shit. I only went once, and the girls were like, it was like watching a girl, like one of your girls, just like dancing and shit. Like, not that they were one of my girls, but that's how it felt. Like, we were just vibing, and honestly, I was like, damn, she got a nice body. Damn, she could fucking dance. Like, like I was giving the girls props.
God.
So now we'll set it up and we'll go.
I'm down. I'm down to experience it. And
let's go.
And if you guys have any recommendations for a good strip club
in Jersey,
in New Jersey or New York,
or New York,
or New York,
put it in the comment section.
Cause we're about to get Mima in between some cheeks.
Hey.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
And we will see you next Monday.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything we've done is okay.